Hey everyone, it's Brandy with Abstract Crafter, back with my second video. So if you're new, which probably most of you are, then welcome. This is going to be my first official pre-review before I actually start putting any drills down. I actually like to call them resins or beads. And if you're watching my first video and you want to see if I'm just as much of a bitch in the second video as in the first one, then welcome back. So this one, this is from Untitled Artisan again. I actually have a lot of hope for this one. I had a few issues, nothing like the polar bears, and I'm hoping that the two slight issues that I have are the only ones that I have. So it's a big canvas. It's a 50 by 60. It's the biggest size they had. In the picture is a dragon on a cliff. It's just a photocopy. Oh, sorry. Finger in the way. You can see it's got some trees, and you can see marker on my hand. Oh, nice. It's got like some mountains, and he's on a nice cliff, and oh, he's gonna be gorgeous. That's just my little strip. I always cut out the picture and make a copy of the, symbols and whatnot, and I tape that up on my computer desk. It's 2 levels, so I'm able to put the picture and the copy of the codes kind of hanging off that first level, so I have a good idea of, I need constant verification of what I'm doing. And on these canvases, there's only one code, some of them have it on both sides, so this one's just got it on the one. So I already separated out all the beads, but I'm going to give you like a little overview. And this is just, I'll explain this situation in a minute. And see, these containers are probably ridiculous, and most of you are probably saying, why the hell are you using such big containers? That's a waste of space. You're right, it is, but I really like them, because I can put, what I like to do is I like to actually draw out my own symbols and try to match the colors as best I can, and I put it on the front. I obviously just cut those right off the bag. If they're not legible, which I'm sure there's a couple, like if it's kind of distorted or if it's on the seam, then I'll just put my own sticker on, like the one that's on the top. And then I just put it on the top. So typically what I do is when I'm working, I'll pop the top off. Not easily, apparently. And then I'll just literally set that right there while I'm working. And of course dump these in the tray. And then I'm still easily able to match up, what goes to what. That way I can have multiples open if I want. And then I just set the trays on top of the lids when I do that. And so, sorry, I got a baby kitty that's under here biting my foot. But here's like some of the greens for the trees, if you can see them real well. And just a couple of the grays. And this teal. Oh, this teal. Well, and you can see my dryer sheets in there. And then there's like the reds that'll be on the dragon. And I'll peel back the canvas and show you a little bit too. Like, that color is so cool. I really like this one. I don't really know. It's like a dusty mauve. Oh, it's going to be so nice in there. Just a variety of reds, brights, dulls, bricks. And then over here, ooh, 2 cups of the dreaded 310. Just kidding. This is actually my first painting that I'll be working with 310s in this kind of amount. I've worked with them a few times before, but not 2 containers worth, and they are full to the rim. So that'll be an interesting experience. And then these are just some of the grays that I got a couple of the browns for the tree, and then my inventory. So this has got 32 colors in it. I always have to count down so I know how many of my huge condiment cups to grab. And then I got this idea from Diamond Mama to have this book. And I actually save my papers as best I can, because you never know, and like this one I'll show you, I totally ripped it. Then I just have like a color copy of the DMC chart, because a lot of the rounds that I did don't have DMC codes. And then like for these ones, which you'll get to see all of these, for these ones that I don't have the inventory, I just try to make one just so I can make notes on it. And so, yeah, so I try to make some detailed notes, and I don't remember who I got this idea from. I know somebody said to do this. Like, to write down the seller, when you got it, what you paid for it, your notes on it. And I try to make notes before and after. This is a funny story. I can't wait till we get to that video to tell you about that one. And there's the polar bears. I don't know if this is better because this is original. And I did have the picture pulled up on the website, but my son is playing the Wii in the other room, and I don't want to kick him out just to make a video. So, okay, let's get back over here, and things are getting knocked about up here. Okay, so the canvas, see, I ripped it when I was trying to peel it back, because it kind of stuck a little in the corner. But I was able to rectify it. I don't know if you can see those slight folds. That's how I work a canvas of this size. This is going to be the biggest one I've done so far. But I'll just find a section that I find workable. And I counted literally each square going across and going up how many of those 10 by 10 grids there were. And I counted it like 3 times because I have to be sure. And then I just fold the paper. But let me show you some of this glorious... and try to do it one-handed. I have like 3 tripods, and of course I can't find a single one of them because now I want to start making videos. Let me just use some elbow action here. Let's pull this back about halfway, and I'll show you some of the issues that I was talking about with my first one. And, you know, and I wasn't very clear. I think I was picking on Untitled Artisan a little too much. You know, I was just really disappointed because, like I said, in that one, it was a gift. And, you know, I really do like, he's got a really nice selection. I mean, his prices are decent from what I can tell. And, you know, there's just not a lot of reviews out there for it, for his store. So, I only really had one to go off of, and that was Diamond Mama. And I really trust her because she has really good reviews. And, you know, it's user experience. I'm not saying everybody's going to have the same experiences that I'm having. And I'm not trying to talk you out of it. I think you should check out his store. And see if there's things there that you like. I am so sorry. I am struggling with this. I'm going to get a knee in there now. I just was trying to hopefully show you the whole dragon. There we go. So there you can see. Hey, look at that. That is going to look freaking awesome. And as you can see, I've already prepped the canvas. This is just what I like to do. Somebody on Facebook told me to stop the, you know, fraying, just to put tape around it, and then when I'm all done before I frame it, I'll get that fray stop that you use in sewing. But this is what I mean, there's only the one code, and so obviously I can't put washi tape there, so I just put Scotch tape there, and, you know, I try to get right up to that line as best I can, and I haven't prepped the sides because the glue actually doesn't come off that far, which is really nice. But you can see this is the corner where it started to peel up, and of course I have to pick at it. But I think this is going to be just amazingly gorgeous, and this one isn't a gift for anybody, it's just for me. And see, now my cat's down there somewhere batting at the papers. And then, of course, you know, she's just a baby, so she's already stepped on it. But, I mean, this is really good. It's really tacky. So, I'm not too worried about that. And, let's see, the symbols are super clear. That was another issue I had on the last one, is most of the symbols were clear, except for when you got to the top of it. And then they were, like, really blurry. And one of the symbols, you couldn't tell at all. I only knew it was what it was because process of elimination. I hadn't used that color at all yet, and so it was luckily a different color than the rest of the symbols. was pretty standalone, but yeah, those are nice and clear. Okay, so now just the two issues that I've had, and I'll try to wrap this up so it's not quite so long, but it was a little roughed up in shipping, and I actually got it a day later than the other one, and the box was squished to the point of being folded, and you can see those air bubbles, and I've tried Ella's trick of slicing them with a razor blade and then flattening them out, and they keep popping back up, so I know it's going to get in the way, and they're huge, every fold that there is, and if I can cover this canvas back up fairly easily, I'll show you the back to show you what I mean, and so I'm just a little worried because I don't want to have that same buckling problem that I had on the first one, and I'm not equating this to be Untitled Artisan's fault. It was obvious that it was pretty roughed up in shipping. But nevertheless, I still need to find a remedy for it. Because I don't want it to be ruined. Because, like I said, this is a nice gift for me. And this is another trick I learned to help smooth it out. Is to lift that paper and just kind of press down while you're doing. As you can tell, I'm huffing and puffing while I do it. God. Oh. So let me flip it over. See if you can see how badly it was. It was like rolled and then flattened. And this is why I really wish that they would use, especially on something this big. This is, like I said, this is the biggest one they had. And I wish they would have used a foam core or a cardboard core just to keep it. I think that would have prevented some of these deeper wrinkles. And I know another issue a lot of people have with the two papers is the overlap of glue. And there was none of that. That looked really good. And then the only other issue, because it was so damaged in shipping, this one here, the 3863, this one was either, one of them was missing a bag, and the other one, the bag had ripped. But the bag could have easily, I think that the bag just got ripped and kind of fell out because there was a few loose ones. And same with this 37.99, and then I, not paying attention on Etsy, and my regular seller didn't have them, and so I just went to the next person, and of course they happened to be from the UK, so I waited not too terribly long, but usually I try to pay attention to that. Now let's just admire my artwork once again with my letters. It's actually much more impressive when you see the ones that I've done for Diamond Dots, because their labeling system and their little codes are a lot more complicated. Like that stupid ampersand. Oh, I really had that ampersand. I had to learn how to do that. And for some reason, I can't draw a 6-pointed asterisk. I have a lot of fun with this. And it takes like an extra hour to do this part. But I really enjoy the whole process of prepping everything, getting everything ready. You know, I find that a lot of fun. I like using these containers because I have a little slot on the side of my desk where I can stack them nicely and the cats can't bump them over. And so I really enjoy using these. And I'm just trying to give you guys a closer look at the diamonds. Now, there's a few issues, and I'm probably not going to be able to find them before I want to end this video. Maybe K. They're really stuck together and oily. Oops, I'm not even showing you guys. I'm just willy-nillying it over here. You know, and like, I've already changed out the dryer sheet because it completely absorbed a lot of the oil, which actually it was a neat little trick. And I had never seen that work. And I just use unscented and dye-free because I had actually used ones that had dye in them the last time. Or not dye, but scent in them before. And it left just like dandruff all over my containers. So I was trying to find the oily ones before I let you guys go. But I'm not going to. But of course, I'm hoping to do a drill with me on this one. I have a package arriving tomorrow and one on Monday. So I'll actually be able to do an unboxing for you guys. And hopefully I won't ramble as much because this is still turning out to be a 15-minute video. But, I really just want to thank you guys for, you know, watching again and coming back and giving, you know, if you watched my first video and now you're watching my second one, just thank you for coming back and kind of giving me a chance. You know, I think once I get the shakes out and once I can figure out a better way of filming, and my cat is trying to eat my canvas. Sylvanas, what are you doing? She ate my tape. How can you punish something that cute, though? And then I have a mitten paw. He just escaped into the room, and he's actually an older cat, and he keeps trying to be her dad. It's just adorable, but anyway, that's not why we're here. We're not here to ramble on about cats. So, like I said, thank you, and, you know, I hope you'll come back, and I hope that if, for some weird reason, Untitled Artisan happens to see this, they understand that I wasn't trying to pick. My OCD gives me great anxiety, and I just had some issues, and I needed to get them off my chest, and, you know, it's just, you know, I think some of it could have been improved on his end, but I do think some of this happened in shipping, and look at, my printer ran out of ink, so it kind of looks like the canvas. Never mind, I have a dry sense of humor. Anyway, thanks for coming back and watching my videos, and if you didn't see my first one, go check it out. You know, give me some constructive criticism. I can take it, yeah, if you're nice. Anyway, so I will see you guys in my next video, and that one will be an unboxing. Probably the next two will be unboxings. And then after that, don't expect many unboxings from me because I's poor. And then we're going to do some drill with me, and you never know, maybe the husband will see that I'm making videos and say, oh, you need some content. Why don't you go ahead and order some? I did try to order off AliExpress because I hadn't yet. And they declined my payment twice because I used fraudulent coupons. I don't know. I'll have to try that one again because I only used the coupons that they suggested. Anyway, as you can tell, I am tired. Alright, thanks guys, and I will see you in the next one. Again, my name is Brandy, and this is Abstract Crafter. Bye.